Hello students, let me ask you something first. Are you aiming for a top central university in India? If yes, then listen to me very carefully. Because your English language paper can completely change your rank. Right now, CUET UG 2026 registrations are open and the last date is 30th January. I truly hope you're not delaying this because once the registration window closes, there is no second chance. Now, about the exam dates. As per the tentative schedule, your exam is expected between 11th and 31st May. Final dates will come later, but one thing is very clear. The preparation time is limited, so we need to start smart and early. Now, let me explain the English paper properly. I don't want you to feel confused or scared. Once you understand the structure, English becomes one of the most scoring subjects. NTA has divided the English syllabus into two simple parts. First part, reading comprehension. Here you'll get three types of passages. Factual passages based on data, reports or real information. Narrative passages, stories or experience-based content. Literary passages, imaginative and analytical in nature. Each passage will be around 300 words. Now listen carefully. Reading comprehension is not about speed only. It's about understanding, analyzing, and applying logic. This section alone can cover 40 to 50% of the paper, so ignoring it is not an option. Second part, verbal ability. This section checks your real command over English. You'll see questions like sentence rearrangement or para jumbles, match the following. Choosing the correct word or sentence, synonyms and antonyms. And let me clarify one very important myth here. English grammar is not about memorizing rules. It's about understanding how sentences naturally work. Now, understand the exam pattern. The paper will be computer-based. Each question will have 4 options. Only one correct answer. Time duration, 60 minutes. You must attempt all questions. There is no choice-based system like earlier exams. The difficulty level will be moderate, but yes, some questions will make you think. NCERT, important but not enough. Many students ask me, Sir, is NCERT enough? My honest answer is no. Yes, NCERT grammar is important. But the paper will also include questions beyond NCER, literary expressions, advanced vocabulary and usage. So, along with NCERT, you must practice from higher level material. Marking scheme. Please understand this carefully. This is where many students lose marks unnecessarily. Correct answer plus 5 marks, wrong answer minus 1 mark. So here's my advice as your mentor. Attempt a question only when you are at least 70% sure. Blind guessing can harm your score. Multiple correct answers. Special case. Sometimes NTA releases a question where 2 options are correct. If the official answer key shows option A and B both correct, then selecting either one gives full marks. But remember this rule clearly. Konapi, if you select any incorrect option, you will still get minus 1 mark. So accuracy always matters. Dropped questions. If NTO finds a question to be completely wrong or confusing, then plus 5 marks are given to all students, even if you didn't attempt it. Understanding this part is very important because it tells you where you should focus more. The first section is reading comprehension, and let me be very clear. This is a highly important section because it covers around 40 to 50% of the total syllabus. Every year, questions from reading comprehension definitely appear, but the difficulty level keeps changing. Sometimes it is easy, sometimes moderate, sometimes slightly tricky. This year, based on the pattern, it seems that the number of questions may increase. So it is quite possible that reading comprehension will carry even more weight in the paper. Types of passages in reading comprehension. As per NTA, there are three main types of passages. First, factual passages. These passages are based on direct information, data, or science-related reports. Here, answers are usually logical and information-based. Second, narrative passages. These include stories and experience-based content. You will need to understand emotions, flow, and context in these passages. Third, literary passages. This is where you need to imagine, analyze, and interpret. These passages test your deeper understanding of language. All these passages will be of moderate difficulty, and many of them can be beyond NCERT. That's why I keep saying practice is extremely important. Some questions will not be direct. They can be influence-based, application-based, analysis-based. So you won't just read an answer, you will have to think before choosing the option. The difficulty level overall will be moderate, but without practice, even moderate questions feel difficult. That's why, step by step, we will practice this section in detail together so that reading comprehension becomes a scoring strength, not a weakness. Now let's talk about the verbal ability section, which is another very important part of the English paper. This section checks your actual English grammar and language usage, not just theory, but how well you understand and apply English. NTA has broadly divided this section into 4 main areas, such as match the following, choose the correct sentence or option. But please understand one thing very clearly. Grammar will appear everywhere, not only in these formats. Grammar questions may come in different question shapes inside reading comprehension passages, in reasoning-based questions as well. What type of question should you expect? If we look at the reasoning part, you will mainly see sentence arrangement, jumbled sentences, logical connectors, finding correct sentence flow. This requires practice because you need to identify logic, not guess. In match the following, you will get a mix of grammar and vocabulary. You may also see phrase or expression matching from previous year's papers. Choose the correct word/sentence in this type. You may get fill in the blanks. The blank may test grammar sense or idiom usage. When it comes to synonyms, understanding the meaning and context is very important. Only knowing the dictionary meaning is not enough. Grammar weightage. As I told you earlier, the grammar section can include around 10 to 16 questions. That means grammar carries high weightage, and without practice, scoring becomes difficult. Final mentor advice. English is not difficult. It only becomes difficult when you study it without understanding. If you practice regularly, reading comprehension, grammar application vocabulary, in context, then English can become your strongest subject in CUET. We'll cover everything step by step in upcoming videos, so make sure you stay connected and keep practicing.